Here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at Tatum, the second most votes in the Eastern Conference have gone his way. He'll be a starter for sure.
And that's a byproduct of not just his talent, but of the effort he's put in this season. Nobody works harder than this guy.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. MP out there with Doncic. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Stan, both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way.
Yeah, just another thing MP does for this team, space the floor.
Tatum, that's for 2, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
Outside, White fires for 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And it's Cole missing. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Buries it from three-point range. MP's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Los Angeles. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
The Holiday finds ways to score inside and from beyond the arc.
MP outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Outside, Tatum. From the arc. Brown, no good. LA's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. And here's MP for 3. Rebound, Boston. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside, Tatum. Trying to find White, gets it to him, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
MP outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here's White. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. MP outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Brown. Back to Holiday. From past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
And the response triple by Holiday. He's just so competitive.
The three from MP. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Lakers with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Robinson. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Doncic. The Lakers on D. It's a 14-point game. And then Brown with the dunk.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
It's Cole with the ball for Los Angeles. From deep, LeBron sinks the triple. LeBron's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Brown. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Brown. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And that one drops. James has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so it's MP making things happen for LA. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with MP. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Wizards was tremendous. He finished with 66 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Outside Tatum. To halt the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Goodwin's checked in for LeBron. And Doncic is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Robinson finds Vanderbilt. And they double up MP. Good. MP's got 30 points.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Outside Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by Hauser. Now a timeout called by Boston. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with a team that shouldn't be on your level.
And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. You look at Boston. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And checking out the Lakers,
they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Now here's Brown. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Pass to Cornette. Back to Holiday. Brown with it, jacks up a 3. That ball can't find the basket. His 6th miss in 9 shots. Here's Cole, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
what heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Takes a 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to White, over in the corner, Brown. Three-pointer, Horford. And it's Luka with the rebound. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Goodwin passes to MP. There's the 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brown feeling it out a bit. To the left side wing. Cornette passes to Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they throw down some crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboards so much.
That would be correct.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Lakers.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points inside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
The Celtics shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jason Tatum. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Celtics provided some information to us. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Horford at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Here's White, and White with the stuff.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
And that one, good.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Outside, White. Holiday sets the pick for White. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. White against MP. Here's the three. The Lakers rebound. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 49 points in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Tatum setting the pick for White. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. White's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Pass to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. LA has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And here's MP for and good. He hits it again.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe Bean Bryant. That's a legendary mark. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fellow right here. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
White against MP. Horford from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. The 3 from MP. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. White wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 9 points here in the second half. The 3 from MP. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Tatum looking around. Outside, White. Over MP. That shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Check in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Lakers call time here. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Vincent is out there with MP. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now White. There's the triple. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Here's Brown. Offline. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better